Welcome to the call. This is Damon Nelson, and today we are going to be talking about how to set up Ad Inserter on WordPress. And if you're watching the replay, you got a lot of good notes that we're going to be sharing with you today. So thank you for joining us. And I'm going to go ahead and get the meeting started here. And you know I like my PowerPoints here, or my mind map. So we're just going to start from the very basic. And what is Ad Inserter? Well, basically, it allows you to insert ad blocks or HTML blocks directly into your WordPress in different positions on the page, as widgets, as shortcodes, and you're going to see a lot of flexibility with this free plugin. Now, they do have a pro version upgrade. It's very inexpensive and you can put it on multiple sites. But today, I'm just going to show you the free plugin, and you can do basically everything that we need to do with our new AdDisplayNetwork. You can do it with the free version. So let's start off with the installation part. And I'm going to bring over the browser. Okay, I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing today. So this is a demo site. I say demo site, it's actually a live site that we're doing marketing to. And we have AdSense in here, and you can tell this is top of, I've been in AppSumo a little bit. This little video slider, this is part of the AdDisplayNetwork. So if you join our beta team or you join later on, you're going to have the ability to put in these slider ads. What makes this important is people click on videos and watch videos and click through the call to actions 2 times more than they do any banner ads out there. So we want to be able to include video ads, interactive games, opt-in forms, a whole bunch of different ad blocks, and they all start out with how do you get them into WordPress? And there are other plugin tools that do this. This has been around one of the longest. It's probably the most downloaded ad insertion tool. And there's other ones that come in, they charge you, but for a free plugin, it does a lot. So let's take a look at what a blog post looks like. So again, I'm combining it with the AdSense. AdSense is taking a little long to come up. You can close the ads here, but let me show you position ads. This is a 728 by 90, and it's at the top of the content. I've got one in the middle of content, and these are sidebar widgets. There's another one in the middle of the content. And I'm going to point out later, look at, this is kind of like after paragraph 1 or before paragraph 2, after paragraph 3. Here's another video ad. This is a very popular position to put an ad, a video ad, right in smack dab in the middle of the content. In fact, we put it in before we even put in our video that comes with the Article Forge content that we're doing. Here's another video ad. This is a great place to put a portrait or a square image ad. I like using testimonial videos and product videos, demonstration videos. This will drag, this will get your attention really quick. And the cool thing about it is when you click on the volume, this video may have no volume on it. Let's see if this one does.
Instance is something that I rely on myself and my friends.
This is a great video. This is one of our Giddy Up products that we're using. And we got ads in here. And this is a native ad. This is an interactive game ad. This is one of my demo interactive games. So you can do a lot. In fact, here's Google AdSense. So you see how well it all works together. And finally, here's a 970 by 250 down at the bottom. I think I may have to redo this ad. Doesn't look very, very good. But real nice looking. So how do you make this? How do you do it? Let's go over here and we're going to go into plugins. Okay, Ad Inserter. Now, typically what you would do is start off with how do you install it? Come over here to add plugins and type in add inserter. I've already got it installed, but typically you would click a button like install now and then activate. And this has over 200,000 plus active installations, 5-star rating. This is really kind of this is the granddaddy of all of them for ad insertion. You can even use it to insert your AdSense. I use Google's own analytics to insert my AdSense ads in there. But if you don't do that, then you can certainly use this to do both AdSense and ad blocks at the same time. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We've got it already active, very easy to install. So let's go into ad code setup. We're going to talk about insertions. The ad inserter, it's great for inserting code anywhere in the content, at the bottom of the post, top of the post, home page, category pages, tag pages, or you can even exclude them. You can even go from bottom of the post. So I'm going to show you all this. Then I'm going to show you a little bit of, there's a kitchen sink button and how you can set your padding. So you can kind of custom configure how the ads appear. List button. So we're going to go over all this, the basics of using ad inserter. Wayne, any questions at this point before we get started?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. There was one, I think Sylvie says you can add a CTA on a YouTube video that is not your own.
We do.
Yeah.
You got me drinking coffee there. The videos that you see on using the AdDisplayNetwork, they're actually videos that have been produced and put onto TikTok and to YouTube, but we have the original MP4. You can download somebody's video, but what most affiliate partnerships that you, as an advertiser, they have creatives. And what I mean by creatives, they have images, sometimes they have dynamic ads, but most of the time they'll have videos. Videos is what sells for them. You want to find testimonial videos, UCG videos, which is customer user generated videos like testimonials, product demos. Most of your advertising partners will provide that to you. If they don't, then you can do like everybody else does, is swipe something off of TikTok or swipe something off of YouTube.
In fact,
go ahead.
In fact, YouTube, if you inject your own pre-roll or something on a YouTube or whatever, it does actually go against their terms of service. So you have to be a bit careful there, which is why we've got all our own videos in AdDisplayNetwork.
Yep. And we're adding, probably in the next 3 months with AdDisplayNetwork, we're adding a vast video player, meaning you can take a YouTube video that you have and run it through a player and put a pre-roll, or have, if you're a publisher, you can allow advertisers to do a pre-roll on a video that you have access to. Very, very slick. We're moving in with the big boys on the advertising on our AdDisplayNetwork. But this call is not about this. This is about how to use this ad inserter plugin. So let's get started with that. I'm going to go into settings. This is where it resides, right down here in ad inserter. Okay, when it comes up, you got 16 blocks that you can put code into. And I'm going to go over how I kind of configure it. But if you need more blocks, just come up here and you can add up to 96 blocks. Very easy to do. Okay, so let's talk about the blocks. This right here is one of my yeah, this one right here is a 300 by 250. Now, you could come in and name this anything that you want, right? Sidebar on post. This is your title. Only you see this. And at any time you want to stop it, just pause it. That won't show in any of your posts. So I'm going to leave it open. And you have some configurations. You have a, this is kind of a simple editor. It's okay. I wouldn't use that. Toggle tools. Here's some, so you can kind of build some of your own HTML code right in here. Very handy to use. I'm going to turn that off. But this is going to go on a sidebar. So it's going to go in a widget. So this is the first one. I'm going to have it on post, but I'm not going to do any insertion. What I'm going to do, I'm going to click on the manual button and I put it into a widget. Okay. Now I'm going to go over here to, I'm going to open up a second screen here with my appearance, widgets. Okay, this is the new WordPress widget block, and depending on your theme is kind of how it looks. What the new version of WordPress actually shows what's playing in the widget. So this is one of my widgets right here, and I'm using Add Inserter block 1, 300 by 250. This one is using Add Inserter block 2, which is a 300. This is the name I gave it. And this right here is Add Inserter. It's using block 12. Okay. So if I click on Add Another Block in my sidebar widget, which just to give you context, here is the post. Here's the widgets. I have categories, tags, a 300 by 250. This is the 300 by 600. I have latest post, and then I have the video, and then AdSense stuck in something in here. So if I want to add one more widget block in here, I'm just going to go back over here and type in Add Inserter. And it's going to say, which one do you want? I'm going to go all the way down to block 16, just so it's on that very first setup. Okay. And that's all I need. I'll hit update. Now, what I want to do is I want to put another 300 by 250 in that last block. So I'm going to come over here, go back to Add Inserter, just so you see how it works. I'm going to copy this script right here and go to block tab 16. And I'm just going to name it 300 by 250, right-hand sidebar, position 4. Paste it right in there. The AdDisplayNetwork that we're using will serve up a 300 by 250 because we're making the call, and this determines the call right there. Okay, it's going to go in post, leave it disabled, hit manual, and it's already set up to do a widget. Okay, now when you do this, you got to go in and save. Guys, this is where I really mess up. Sometimes I forget to save. Where did that widget go? Okay. So now come back over here. I'm going to refresh the page. You saw that was the video. Let's just refresh it and we'll see that fourth ad block pop up. Okay, there's the slide in. This is kind of a weird, this is a TikTok video and it's kind of weird. So I'm going to close that. So there's the first 300 by 250, 300 by 600, latest post, video, AdSense, and here's a 300 by 250 right here. Okay, there's a 970 by 250, and there's the interactive. So let's go back into add inserter. I just showed you how to do a widget. So let's look at one that we're actually inserting into the post. So those are the two widgets I'm using in the sidebar. Home header, I don't have anything in here. I was using this for something, and with this theme, I couldn't use it correctly. Okay, now we're going to actually insert it into the content. So 728, middle content after paragraph 2. So it's a 728 by 90. Let's just see where it is showing up in here. Okay, after paragraph 2. So it's probably counting, this is first paragraph, this is second paragraph, so it's showing up right here, okay? Now, if you'll notice, I may need just a little bit more padding here. Let's look at these. Let's give them a little bit more breathing room, white space around it. So I'm gonna come up here and you can set up the alignment, but here are your choices on insertion. So before post, before content, after paragraph 2 is what I'm going to use. And I'm going to use what they call the kitchen sink here. I'm going to come down to the bottom and I'm going to do this. I'm going to edit this right here. Let's give it about 30. Do a little bit more padding around there. Come up. Again, save the settings. Okay. And let's see what it looks like. Okay. There's a little bit more room right in here. You can kind of tell I have a little bit more white space around this particular ad block compared to this one over here. Okay. You can do other things in here. You can put a border around it. You can do some other CSS inside this setting group. And these are just some things that you can choose right up in here. Okay. So that is 728 after paragraph 2. Let's go to block 5. It's another 728. This is that second one. It's after paragraph 4. Let's do this. We've got it after paragraph 4. Let's put it after paragraph 5 instead. And I'm going to put it after paragraph 5. Save settings. And I'm going to come over here. Hit refresh. We should just move that block down just a little bit. Yep. So we moved it down. I didn't add any padding. So again, I'm just going to come up here and add a little bit of padding, open the kitchen sink, come down here and hit edit and change that to 30. Save settings. We're good to go. Okay, now let's look at a few other things in here while we've got this up. Is you could, if you want to, this is after paragraph, but you can put a percentage in there, like they note in here. If I want to go, I want about 70% down the page, you would put 0.7. And it's going to move it about 70% down the page. And it will figure out which paragraph it needs to go up under. Okay, let's take a look at it. So that's the first one. And this is 70% down the page right here. So you might, sometimes it works really well and it put it underneath this one other block that we have. So I'm going to go back and let's just change that back to under paragraph 5. Save settings. Okay. Now, here's another thing that I want to do is I want to put a let's try to put one right in between this and this block right here, because this is at the bottom of the post, and then this is the last of the content. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to show you a little trick that's really handy to use. Let's see. Before post content. You can see before content is going to show up right at the very top. This is the before content. So before all this starts, I want to place an ad. But what if I wanted to get this another 728, and I'm going to place it over here. And I want to say, give it a name, give it a size. And I'm going to say after last paragraph. Now you may want to use this trick right here if you have a theme that puts like a line after your post or some type of visual cue that the post has ended. So I'm going to do after last paragraph. You would think it's after content, but sometimes themes look at after content immediately will put their divider in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the post. I'm going to center it, and I'm going to do after paragraph 1, but I want to use this little trick here, this little paragraph from bottom. Okay. What that's going to do for me is it's going to go to the bottom of the post, and it's going to go up to the last paragraph and then stick this little ad in. So let's see where that shows up. And by doing this, you sometimes can get ahead of the line break or the little end of your theme blog post. Looks like it put it right. 1, 2. Looks like I didn't save it correctly. And let's come back and look at this one here. After paragraph 5, let's save it, see what we got. We'll hit refresh. So I've got a lot of things going on right now. The page loads quick. It's pulling all these ads at the same time. So there's one, there's one, there's that, there's one, and there we go. So we squeezed it in between the video, which is really considered your last paragraph, and then this would actually, this little line right here is considered the end of your article. So this is showing up below the article. So let's take a look at that. Where do the native ads come in? Now, before I go any further on this, I'm going to go to this right here. And I'm going to add a little bit of padding. Go to my kitchen sink here and click edit. Come over here and let's put about a 50 in there. Give it plenty of room. Okay, and before we go look at it, let's go find our native ad. That's the bottom of the post. This is why you want to give them labels in here. Video slider. Here we go. Native ads, 4x2 at the bottom. So my insertion is after the content ends, I want to put this post. Okay, so save it, just make sure everything's good. I'm going to come back over here and hit refresh. So we should see a little bit of a gap between that last 728. I know that, guys, this is all geeky stuff, but it's things that really allow you to customize the look and feel of how your site is. If you go to Fox News or any of these news sites, you see a lot more ads than you see content. This is one of our video streams. We talked about a TikTok video. This is a TikTok right here. And one of the things too is on these blog posts, this is a portrait mode, it takes up the entire page, which if you're an advertiser, that's a good thing because you just dominated the entire real estate focus of this particular blog post of this publisher. And there's another video going on right there. There's that, and you see it, the little bit of spacing there. Native ads look really good. Okay. So very easy to do. Any questions at this point while we're talking ads?
Yeah, they're just them loving the geekiness of it. I mean, it's not called Geek Out Friday for nothing.
Yeah. We'd hate to just give you all strategy. This is actually what we do on our WordPress sites. In fact, you're seeing real world application right here. Okay, so let's talk about some of the other things you can put on here. Interactive is, I have it after the post ends, I want to put an interactive in there. Well, interactive, I don't know if it's still on AppSumo, but if it is, grab it. Interactive, I'll sign in real quick. And let's just change out. Let's see. No, that's not the one I want. We tried to do a white label team project, but Interactive didn't quite have it down yet. They sold it as a white label, but it's not really a white label. And the problem is if we bring on any team members, whatever Wayne designs or whatever graphics teams design, I get to use them. Well, that's not fair for if you're spending all your time designing a quiz and you want it to only show on your site. That's why we're not doing a team package with Interactive. So we recommend get your own account. You get plenty of activity with it. Okay, so I've got some projects in here. Let's look at, okay, here's some before and after. There's test tree. There's the Harry Potter. Here's one that's published. Okay, so I am going to grab the code on this one and share embed. And that's the code. I want to copy it. Oh, this is what I want. I want the embed, install embed code. You can use an iframe, but I'm going to do install embed code. Come over here, and all I'm going to do is just swap this out. Different Interactive. Hit save settings. And come over here and look at the blog post. Okay. Top of post. After paragraph 1, AdSense. After paragraph 4 or 5, video. These are called video outstreams in the AdDisplayNetwork. And there that is. There's our last one. Remember, it's after paragraph 1, but it's from the bottom of the content. Our native ads. And here is a new, we need a little bit of ad spacing right here. So this is before and after. Love this interaction here. And I don't even have a link tied up with it right now, but I should put a CTA. So I was just kind of playing around with this. This is just, it's a really cool effect. And when you put a CTA, it will be like a little button right here that you can send them to on this. There's all types of games, interaction. That's what you really want on your blog sites, is you want some type of interactivity, which is a micro engagement for your customers. So we put it we surround it a little bit by some ads. So let's put a little ad spacing right there. Come back in here on the interactive, hit my kitchen sink, come down here and hit edit. And I'm going to put, let's go ahead and put 100. I want to really push it down. And that should be good to go. And you can choose these different formats. I'm just going to do a custom CSS right there. Okay, so it should give us a little bit of ad spacing. Yep. So this puts it really right at the bottom, and that's what I want. Very, very nice. This is a free WordPress theme. So guys, even if you don't have a lot of money, this is easy to do with RSS Masher. Grab you ad inserter, and you can put your own ad blocks. If you have AdDisplayNetwork, we make it super simple to put in ads that advertisers will pay you for these impressions. So not only do you get paid for clicks on AdSense, you can get paid for clicks just for your site opening up. So we want to help you increase your revenue. That's what AdDisplayNetwork is all for. And it works very well with the AdSense. Now, I'm going to show you a paid theme before we get out of the ad blocks. I'm going to come over here to, you have probably seen this before, is Amazing Hamburger. And I'm not going to go into that yet. Let's just go straight into the site. Somebody asked me the other day, do I need ad inserter if I have the Zox news theme? And guys, this is my favorite news theme because you can make it look like several different things. In fact, Wayne, can you pass me the link to your site that's using the Zox news theme? Just put it in the chat to me. So this is the Zox news theme. Zox has ad blocks pre-built into their theme, and some of the free themes do as well. But I am using AdSense. I'm using the blocks, the ad blocks that Zox has, plus I'm using ad inserter. Damon, why are you using so many? Well, I want ad inserter to put ads in the content. That's something that Zox themes cannot do, in content insertions. So let's take a look at it. This is the home page. We have AdSense. I just put AdSense code. It figures out where it wants to go. I said you can give AdSense all the control they want. Okay. This is an ad block right here. Okay. This is a Zox news theme ad block. They're going to put the word advertisement, and you can change that to whatever you want. You could say sponsored. This is one of these ads that we made with we made it with Creatoppy, but we're serving it through AdDisplay. The advantage is we have different vendors that want to be in the barbecue and grilling niche. So this is something about wine, testing wine or something like that, side effects. Very, very good job. I got Michael Gravetz helping me with ads. This is AdSense. And you keep on coming down. Very nice setup. Here's AdSense again. Here is a advertisement. This is a Zox news ad position. This is a Zox news ad block. Okay. Then we keep on coming down. Here's some more. This is Zox news. This is one of those video. This is an ad block here and more posts. So let's take a look at the blog post itself. AdSense loves Zox news theme. How to grill a juicy steak. It's getting close to lunchtime. I hope I'm not making y'all hungry with, hey, it looks like a grilled steak and sauteed mushrooms. Here we go. I want to be in the middle. I want to be in my content right here. This is why I'm using ad inserter right here. I've got an ad 728 by 90. Need a little bit more spacing. I'm going to put some spacing in there. Here's one of the video out streams from our AdDisplayNetwork. These ad blocks over here are actually advertisements. Here's an AdSense. Here's another video block. And here's that final video and a link. I come down here and this is a native ad block right here. Actually, no, this is, yeah, I thought it was native ad. It's actually not native ads. It's redirects inside the Zox news thing. There's a advertisement. This is at the bottom of the article. Real nice. But the thing I like too is if you use ad inserter, you can get these ads in the content, in the summary content. So I don't know if you saw that. It's already playing a video, and this is just kind of a summary of this pellet grill tips and tricks. Pull this down, and there's another video. Advertisers are paying you to show their ads. So the more ads you show, the more impressions you get, the more money you make. So keep that in mind. We're going to pull you into the world of advertising with your blogs, your content marketing, your masher sites. We want you to make money. If we're making money, we want you to make money. So we're going to show you every trick there is inside of the AdDisplayNetwork. And if you join the beta team, you're going to get ongoing inside the community is any advertiser or anything that we're doing on advertising that we see as successful for us, we're going to share it directly with you. You won't have to pay us any more money or anything like that. That's what part of the beta team is. I promised I wasn't going to talk about that, but I'm really excited about that. So anyway, you can kind of see the Zox news theme. Absolutely. I love it. I've got some videos showing up all the time in here. Some people may say, well, that's way too much advertisement going on. Some guru told me I should only have 3 ads in here. You know what, guys? This is your site. You determine what you want on your site. If you only want 3 ads, only show 3 ads. If you don't want AdSense, take it off. And that's why, we're giving you a lot of choices in here. You don't have to have these videos in the middle. I mean, you can see it kind of tries to mess with the location, especially these tall ones. But by using these tools, you can control how the ads are being displayed. Okay, so that's why I wanted to show you this. And here's the last thing I want to show you on ad inserter as far as ad code goes. If you want to see where the ad blocks are that you can advertise, just click on that. And what that's going to do is put everything in green that you can put an ad inserter block into. So it's telling you block 2, the 728, it's even putting the name of the block for you. Video outstream. Automatically placed by AdSense. This is part of the ad insert. I actually have AdSense, I think, running through that. And so you can see by positioning wise where your ad blocks are. I'll come back over here to gardening. Let's do the same here on gardening. Label the blocks. Oops. Okay. Before post. This is the home page. So before excerpt, after excerpt. So now I know a little bit when I can come over here and go, okay, where am I putting this? Let's turn off the kitchen sink and go. This gives you a lot of flexibility on post. If you go over to home page, after excerpt, before excerpt, between comments, footer, a lot of different options there. And again, you can do category pages. Now, let's do there's one more thing I want to show you in here, okay? List. If you click on this little list button right here, what that gives you is the ability to include or exclude things. So if I want to say, I don't know what tags I have on any of these. Let's see, I have a tag that I'll turn the label blocks off. Okay, turned them off, starting in a square foot garden. Now, this is the blog post itself. Close that ad out. You see the ads we've been talking about. So let's see if I have any tags on this. Okay, beginner gardening. Beginner's gardening. Okay, I'm gonna go to another one and see if I can see a tag. Beginner's gardening. Organic gardening, no space in there. So this one particular article has 4 tags. So I'm going to come over here and go organic gardening. And I'm going to hit save. Make sure I spelled that right. Organic gardening. Okay, perfect. Come up here and I'm going to, if you remember, this one has the tag organic gardening. So what was the one we're taking out? So the interactive quizzes, we're going to exclude it. So I'm going to hit refresh. So because I'm excluding that tag, that interactive game shouldn't show up. So it's gone. You don't have an interactive game. Now, if I want to come in here and go, okay, I want to change that around. I want to only show this interactive game when I'm going to organic gardening. Okay, so now it should pop back up. It should, I guess. Let's save it. And there you go. Okay. So we know this one had the tag organic gardening, and this is going to make more sense in just a second here. Come back over here and let's go to herb gardens. Tag herb gardens. Let's go best growing lights for houseplant. A lot of marijuana in there, it looks like. Or future CBD, I guess. Okay, come all the way down to the bottom, and there is no interacting. Now, why would you do this? Well, let's say that you have a game, an interactive game for organic gardeners. And then you have an interactive game for herb gardens, or maybe for CBD gardens. So you could have 2 different games running and run 2 different ad blocks. And the only difference between them would be your tagging, that you have tagging. So this is really helpful for that. The other thing that you can do is you can do a split test within this if you want to split test different interactive games on this particular list. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and remove this, take that completely off, and just change that. Okay, so that's all gone. It should show up on everything now. Okay, so that's all there is about the ad code. Now I want to give you some ideas about where else can you use it. Oh, this is the other thing, is if you want to figure out how to do AdSense, there's like 3 different ways you can do AdSense with Ad Inserter. They didn't just give you one. There's like multiple ways. Come all the way down here to the doc, AdSense integration. Click on that, and it's a complete doc on how to do all this. In fact, they have different licenses starting at 20 euros, which is probably like $27 if you want to go with the Pro. But here's the doc, new to AdSense, connect your site, in ad, AMP ads. Very, very nice. There is a way, and I will probably do another post on it, that you can do that you can run these ads and it will embed them into your RSS feed. Let me get rid of this real quick. Kitchen sink. You can also look on devices. I want to do only desktop, only tablet, only phone. Here's the miscellaneous. So there is an ability for you to insert into your RSS feed. So let's think about this. If people are copying your RSS feed and putting it in the RSS masher, this is a way to get your ads shared across to somebody else's page. If they don't remove your ads. So this is a way to kind of work on your RSS feed. So we're going to have a little bit more training about this one particular button down the road. But very, very neat features in here. There's other features, your AdSense ad units, if you want to show them. Come down here. So this is showing you everywhere that an AdSense will show up right now. That kind of helps you out. And again, this turns on if you need more blocks right up here. Really, just get around and play with it. Watch this video again. I also have a playlist that we handed out, and I'll put on the replay, is some other videos talking about ads, ad inserter, and some different things that you can do with it. Okay, and I want to show you one real quick. Is we talked about the Zox news theme, and or the Zox news theme, how you can get a completely different look with the Zox news theme. This is Wayne's Sporting Excitement. Wayne, how many posts do you think are on here right now?
8,000.
8,000?
Probably.
Yeah. How much work do you do on this site?
None. All the hard work's been done. Set it and forget it.
Yeah. So we're using the set it and forget it principle on this. This is one of our very first RSS feeds. Some days we'll make $1, some days we'll make 10. I don't know. What's the most you've ever made in a single day on this one?
In a single day? Yeah. 23 pounds. 23
pounds. That's almost $30 there.
Yep.
And you do how much work on it?
Nothing.
Okay. We're using RSS Masher Tech, guys. That's all we're doing. He's gone in, he's changes the inside the Zox news theme. He's set the font. It's a really big font, and I can understand why you're getting a lot of traffic.
Oh yes.
He has
all these famous sports people have got really nice girlfriends.
Yep. So there's the ads. There's AdSense. There's MGID. We make a little bit of money on MGID. This is what MGID does. This is native ads. So we're going to have a format just like this that will look exactly like MGID. Social networks, keep on scrolling down,
In fact, those ads are being removed
Oh, wow.
now that we've got AdDisplayNetwork.
Yep. So there's some more native ads, boxing. So what I was trying to get at is a paid theme. This is on Envato. You can really kind of configure it the way you want. But if you want in-ad postings, in-content postings, that's when you would bring in ad inserter. And again, he's just turned on AdSense, and AdSense loves our Zox news theme. They look like they were just kind of put together, and they look really nice. But let's talk about, here's some other things, ideas that you can do with ad inserter. And I kind of learned this over the last few days. One is the pause button. Anytime you want to pause an ad block, you just hit the pause button. Where is that? Well, that is right here. So if I want to pause all the interactives, I just hit pause right there. And I want to give you some other ideas you can do with it. Now, you can do announcements. You can do a HTML5, any type of HTML you can put inside of your ad block. So you can do announcements at the top of the post, at the bottom of the post. Again, you can put your games in there. You can do opt-ins, Raza. They give you a perfect newsletter opt-in to put in. In fact, I'll show you how to do that. Facts. If you have facts that you want showing up on certain pages, maybe certain categories or certain tags, affiliate disclosures. I'm going to show you how to do that one also. Contact buttons, information, maps, Google properties. You can even do an RSS feed reader plugin and put the short code in the ad block. And you can also do social widgets. So let's think about, if you want certain pages, or your Amazon post, or you're doing some type of affiliate promotion, you need an affiliate disclosure, we'll give it a tag that says affiliate or disclosure. And then let ad inserter go, oh, I see the tag. I want to include this ad block because he said the tag was disclosure. So it can watch for certain tags and then add that block to it. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm in DIY gardening. And I'm going to come over here to, let's say, block 14. And I've got a couple of little ones I'm going to put in here. Let's do this is a ad disclosure. And I want to put it in post. And I want to, let's just go ahead and put it at the after content. And list, I'm going to say, it must say disclosure in the tag. I will hit that. And I know I don't have any post right now that say disclosure. So just to verify it, I'm going to come over here, hit refresh, DIY gardening, go all the way down to the bottom. And we don't have anything down at the bottom. We have that last ad, and we have the native ad blocks. We have that, and we have that. So let's come in, and I'm going to go ahead and edit this post. Come over here, give it a tag of disclosure. Make sure I spell it correctly. Click add. Hit update. And view post. And hopefully I don't have caching going on. Let's see. Go all the way down to the bottom. There it is, affiliate disclosure, affiliate disclaimer. So you see how just the tagging brought this one little ad block in there. And of course, I'd probably go in there and go, let's go to kitchen sink here and click edit. And I want to make it clear to everybody that I'm going to make it, let's give it 100 spacing, save settings. So I put a little bit of padding around it, so that disclosure or disclaimer is going to really stand out. There we go. Kind of stands on its own. Real easy to do. You could put images in there. You could put clickable images. You could put specific posts in there that you want to go over to. What was the other one? I was going to show you one other newsletter options. Okay, let's go into Raza. We've talked about Raza in the past. And you're getting to see some of the behind the scenes here, DIY gardening tips. I don't think, in fact, I don't know where my newsletter option is on it. So I am going to come in here and go analytics. Widgets and tools. Sign up form, sign up embed widget. That's an iframe. And let's go with this. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to use block 15. Post that in there. And again, let's do at the bottom of the post and bottom of the home page. And so I'm just going to put it right above the footer. No, I'm not going to do that. Let's do after post. Save settings. So this is a newsletter opt-in. Okay. There's the affiliate disclaimer. Come down here. And there's the newsletter sign up. Now I would probably go in and put an image above it, show what they're signing up for. Maybe take off first name, last name. I would modify this a little bit, but you can put newsletter signups in here. Real easy to do. And for right now, I'm just going to hit pause. I'll work on that later. Okay. Any questions?
The only one was question about 8,000 posts. Who do you use for hosting? Well, obviously we host it ourselves. You've still got some on SiteGround. They're pretty good, but when you scale something out really big, it's cheaper actually to run your own server.
Yeah. And they're making them now. So, you may not want 8,000 posts, but more posts means more traffic, especially the way that we're doing it.
I think the consistency of that site is what has attracted it. That's why it's got loads of backlinks. That's why it's got loads of ranked keywords.
Yep.
Because it's been consistent for 2.5 years.
Yep. Yeah, that's the one of the biggest things that take away on this is you have to, when you're a publisher and you got ads in there, you got to be publishing content. One post a week. I don't, if you're auto blogging or you're a content publisher, whoever is out there telling you to do 1 or 2 posts a week because Google's going to ban you, that is the worst advice I've ever heard. If you're a content publisher or a news publisher, you need to be publishing news and content. If you look at just look at any of the ABC News, ESPN, any of those, they're publishing anywhere from 50 to 200 posts per category per day. Not all of it is written by ESPN authors, writers. They have a lot of PR wire. They have a lot of guest writers that are writing in there. That's your competition. It's not the gurus telling you to post one time a week. Somebody asked me the other day, is it okay to post more than once a month? I'm like, you're in the wrong business if you're a content publisher posting once a month. So guys, we geek out on this stuff. We know it works. We're scaling to a massive level, and we needed a platform to serve ads, and we built it. It's the AdDisplayNetwork. The beta team closes tonight, guys. I don't know how much I can stress to you. If you have not joined and you want everything that we have, all the tools, and you want the tips, you want the training, you want everything, go in and buy either a lifetime or an annual on the beta team. And it's AdDisplayNetwork.com. I mean, pretty easy to find. And it's okay if you don't join right now. Get your sites up and running and then join later. Here's the replay, watch the replay. If you want to just join, I mean, it says 15 hours left, but it's not 15 hours, it's less than 12 hours. So reserve my seat and it takes you over to the sales page. Yep. Don says, if only Article Forge would offer discounted pricing. And guys, I really want to point out something to you, is every article generated on this right here is a Article Forge article. It has, in fact, this doesn't even have subheadings on this particular article. Starting a square foot garden. I think the later ones do, yeah. No, this doesn't either. These are all Article Forge. They always include an image. It's a 500-word article and then a video at the very bottom. And by inserting a video outstream, inserting images and AdSense in there, it looks like a longer article, but it's only 500 words. And a 1,000-word article is even better, but let's go over to Amazing Hamburger. These are all 500-word articles also. But we have a bigger font in here as well. Turn off the plugin. And these are actually published 4 weeks. Some of these are actually from Feedly. So I'm doing a Feedly to Zapier method over Zapier to G Sheets. Yeah. So if you don't have Article Forge, you have RSS Masher, you got RSS feeds, you can put YouTube in there. You can do the Feedly to G Sheet method. Really nice. So guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this very geeky show today. Wayne, any closing comments, any questions we can answer?
I mean, talking on scale, I mean, I've got another site that most people have probably seen it, hell of a read. And that has got more articles than the other one. And it only really becomes a problem when you move it, which I learned to my experience not so long back, because I moved it to a new server and it was 100 gig. That's how big it had got. But it's growing at a rate, and the domain authority is growing as well. I think it's at 30 at the moment, which, considering it was a brand new domain and it's only ever been RSS Masher, and it's a use case to prove all the naysayers, because it does everything they say you shouldn't do. It's RSS feed content, duplicate content, posting regular, and it ranks. It's got ads, and it's got a good domain authority, ranking keywords. So RSS Masher's the tool. Yeah. Set it and forget it.
Well, and it's also Google News approved. We got Google AdSense. It's been around. Is this the hell of a read?
Hell of a read, yeah.
Yeah. Do you mind me showing it?
Yeah, carry on. I mean, it's on a theme that's, I think it's the newspaper theme, quite old, really, but it works well.
Hell of a read.
.com.
Yeah, this is one that you set up as a test, didn't you?
Originally, yeah.
Yeah, we're just testing. Yeah. How much work have you done on this one?
Oh God.
What's less than 0?
Yeah, the biggest amount of effort I did was when it was moved recently.
Yeah.
It was moved to a new server with Plesk and stuff to host it, to host this and the other one.
Yeah, and the only thing we have on this is AdSense and MGID. We haven't even put any of our other stuff.
No, MGID is coming off everything we do.
Yeah.
And AdDisplayNetwork's going in its place.
Yeah. What is
it's our network, so we're obviously going to put our own ads in there.
Yeah. Now I want to show you.
And to be honest, MGID don't pay very well.
Oh, they don't. They're terrible. Yeah. Now, this is a Masher site news board. So this is, if you got Masher site, it does, you can't put ad inserter on this. But I want to show you some things on here. Tell me if you notice anything as I'm scrolling down here. What gets your attention? That right there. I keep on scrolling and oh, there's another one. This is from the AdDisplayNetwork. This is a video outstream. And it goes into any random spot. So you're going to see this in your link pin pages. You're going to see it in your news board. You may even see it in booster pages down the road. See how nicely it fits in there. So if you could imagine, this could be your ad on somebody else's page in survival skills or bushcraft or what, part of the AdDisplayNetwork. So it's a random positioning, but it's a pre-roll video with a call to action. And down here, if we clicked on it to play it, actually that one's already run through. Let's play this one here. Well, I'm just gonna hit refresh.
I think I've played. I think we've got them on a run once rather than a loop.
Really bad, then it's probably not killing anything. This product, it just feels like cool.
That's what it is. It's a run once.
Facets.
And these are testimonial videos. These are great videos to put in here. Actually, this doesn't have any sound with it. So guys, there's some really exciting stuff that we're doing with our own sites. And we tell everybody it's just like Formula One race cars. Is anything that we learn and do and that works really well as we're massively scaling our system, we're going to be pushing into RSS Masher sites, and then sharing it down with the AdDisplayNetwork beta team. So thank you for joining us today. Hopefully everybody got geeky with us here. Yeah, this is Ad Inserter, and you can grab it just straight inside of your WordPress, and it's very easy to use. Watch this video again. Watch the ones that I'll include in the download on the replay. There's probably about 7 or 8 videos that really do well. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you in 2 weeks on another Geek Out Friday.
Cheers, everyone.
Bye-bye.